Hi everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. It's going to be a makeup tutorial and I wanted to do what I do every day. And sometimes I get questions like, what eyeliner do you use? Or what mascara do you love? Or what lashes do you use? What lipstick do you have on? And I just thought, why not come on here and do a tutorial because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So I thought, why not do it today? Because it's a snow day. I head out from school. I'm a teacher, so we had a snow day today, a fid day. So I had a little bit of extra time on my hands and I thought, why not film? So be patient with me. I am new to this and I am not a licensed cosmetologist. I have no schooling in that. I am strictly just doing this because it makes me so genuinely happy, and it has for years and years and years. And I've accrued so much knowledge on makeup and skincare and hair care, and I just want to share it with anybody who wants to hear from me. So either you're going to watch this and hopefully gain some knowledge, or you're going to watch this and cringe with me. Either way, I hope that we have fun, and I guess we'll just get right into it. So the first thing that we're gonna do today is I'm gonna conceal a couple things. Number one, I just burnt my head with my curling iron. I also burnt my hand. My hands also look orange. They're not that orange in person. It's just because I just self-tanned, so just pretend like that doesn't exist. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do first too is actually clip my hair back because I don't want it in my face when I'm getting ready. But yeah, this is gonna be a makeup look that I might wear out with my fiance, like on a dinner, date night, or if I was going out with my friends, or maybe even if I was going to work, if I got up early enough to do my hair. So yeah, I'm gonna conceal a couple things first. And I'm gonna start by concealing, I hope my hands don't look that orange on camera, I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna start by concealing that burn, and the concealer that I'm using is one of my favorites, and it's so funny because it's literally from, I think like Walgreens or something. It's not even like an expensive brand. It's very affordable. It's the Rimmel London Stay Matte Concealer. I feel professional with my orange hands. It's the Rimmel London Stay Matte Concealer, and it's in the shade Buff Beige. So I'm gonna start with that and just like a little beauty sponge. And I'm going to go in and just lightly conceal some of those areas. I do also wanna say that I am moisturized and my skincare is done. I used my Rhode Beauty. I used, it's a Sunday Riley moisturizer. I just discovered it, it's so good. Okay, so that's that. Now that that's concealed, I feel a little bit more confident on camera. So I hope that this is a good angle. I don't know how I'm going to like look at the mirror, but also show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna do my brows next, and I think I'm gonna do them off camera because they take forever, and I don't know if you really wanna see how I do my brows. I do them like differently than what's in right now. Like I feel like what's in right now is like the soap brow where like they're all fluffy, and I got into that a little bit, but like me personally, I just like doing my brows how I've always done them, and I like a higher arch. I just think it fits my face shape really well. So I think I'm gonna do my brows off camera, and then I'm gonna swing back on to show you how I'm gonna do my eye makeup and my face makeup and my lips. So be right back. Okay, so I just finished my eyebrows. I used two products. I used both Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Brow Wiz and the Brow Definer in medium brown. And then I cleaned them up, which is a crucial step to eyebrows. In my opinion, I still do this. I know, like I said, a lot of my techniques are from when I first started doing makeup. So that was like back in 2014, 2015. And I feel like that's not very popular as it was now, as it is now. Then like it was way more popular back then. That's what I'm trying to say. But I personally just think that this looks best on me, and I get the most compliments when I do my eyebrows like this, so I hope people aren't lying to me. But I do that, and then I clean them up, and I just take like a concealer brush that looks like this, and I just put a bunch of concealer on it, and then I just lightly trace underneath my brows and over top, and this just helps create like a very sharp look. And eyebrows are so important for your face. If you have a full face of makeup and your eyebrows don't look good, that's gonna affect the way your entire makeup looks. So eyebrows are so important. So then what I'm going to do now is I always do the eye makeup first, because if you do your face makeup first, some of the eyeshadow might fall on your face, and it's just a lot easier if you just do your eye makeup first. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My palette, so I'm gonna use two palettes. They're like beaten up. I've had them for a while, but they're my favorite. I use them, like I said, like almost every day. It's the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then I'm also gonna do the Juvia's Place palette, and this is the Nubian by Juvia's. I hope I'm saying that right, but I'm gonna use these two, and I'm gonna do more of like a soft glam, like very neutral colors. That's what I love. I love browns because I have brown eyes, so I just feel like that suits me the most. So I'm gonna use browns, a little bit of pinks, and more warm tone shades, although I do like using cool tones sometimes. And then I'm gonna do like a winged shadow liner, which I love doing. I keep looking at myself and not at the camera. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. Like I said, I'm new to this, don't judge me. Okay, so I already concealed my eyelids. I put some concealer on them. I'm just gonna powder my eyes a little bit. Let me tell you about this powder. Okay, it's doll face powder. Gonna be completely honest, I have no idea where I bought this, but it is the best powder I've ever used in my life. And I've only had it for a couple months. I think it might have been from like Walgreens or something, but it's the Blot and Blur Mattifying Face Powder. It is so good. And you'll see like at the end, well, you'll even probably see it on camera. It just makes your face look like you're a walking filter. And that's, I think, everybody's goal at the end of the day. You just want to look like you have a filter on your face at all times. Not that your natural beauty isn't gorgeous, but I'm just saying, when you put on makeup, you do want to transform a little bit. It's fun. This first color here, it's called Fresh. And I'm going to use that on my entire lid, messily. Like, get crazy with it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. This is literally just to like blend everything together at the end. So don't worry about like being super precise. And I'm just using the this makeup brush by Morphe times Jaclyn Hill. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. It's fine. So I'm just kind of get messy and I just kind of put it all on there, and that's what I do, like that. Okay, so I'm going to go in next with the shade Bloom. It's a pinky color, and I always start by putting like an orange or a pink in my crease when I'm doing this look. So I'm gonna start by putting that pink lightly along my crease of my eye. And if you're a beginner who's like, oh, I just want to have like really pretty makeup, but I have no idea what I'm doing, it's not complicated. Just go along the crease of your eyeball, and like I said, I'm going to use that super pinky shade, just like that. So you're gonna look like this. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna rub it in so like it's blended really well. Okay, so there you go with that. So then I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place palette. And I'm gonna use the shade, oh, they don't have shade names on here, but I'm gonna use this like orange shade. And I'm just gonna go in my crease like so. Ta-da! And on the other side, ta-da! Okay. And this is just adding a little bit more color and dimension, and it's just very matte and very flattering, especially for my brown-eyed girls and guys. This is just, I think it's just gonna make you look your best. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with this like deeper toned shade. Oh, there's another palette that I want to use, and I have it in my makeup. I'll bring that one out too, I think. But it's just like this deeper shade. It's like a red brown. I love colors like these. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use my mirror here. I'm going to go in and I always blow it a little bit because it gets a little crazy. And I'm just going to go in the corner. I think I blew it a little too much there. I'm going to go in the corner of my eye and just start deepening my crease, because what I want is I want my eyes to look big. I want a lot of attention on my eyes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going along my crease with that color, and it's gonna look something like that. Now, mind you, throughout this video, you're probably gonna look at me and be like, wait till the end. It all comes together at the end. So I'm gonna go on the other side, and I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing. It's so weird. I do this like every day, and to actually explain it is so, I don't know, it's like weird to me, because I'm like, I hope I'm explaining it good. I mean, I'm a teacher. I should know how to teach, but okay, so it's gonna look something like this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shade Birch, and I'm gonna use like this crazy blending brush by Morphe. I don't know what it's called, but it looks like this. And I'm gonna go in with that shade Birch, and I'm going to just go over my entire eyelid with it. Like I said, I get messy with it, you know what I mean? Because like, it doesn't really matter. It just, at the end, it'll all come together. And there you have that. And that's what I do, and it's all about blending and layering. So I'll sit here and I'll just blend out the whole eye for a while, and you're gonna be left with something like this. Okay, so then I am going to go in with my liner brush by Morphe. Looks like this, and I think I'm gonna get close for this one because I want you to see like how I do this, because it's really important. So I'm gonna just take the dark brown from my palette. Dystopian it's called. I like that name. So, okay, so I hope this translates on camera. I don't really know, because whatever. All right, so I'm going to take, like I said, Dystopian, and I'm just going to go from where my eye, like the end of the eyelid where it meets the brow. So I'm just gonna take it like this and lightly flick up, just like that. Okay, and I'm only gonna do one eye on camera. The other eye I'm gonna do off camera, because it's just, like I said, be patient with me. Okay, so then I'm gonna take like where it kind of meets the bottom of my eyelid. I have no idea if I'm explaining this right, but I'm just gonna scoop it in just like that. Okay, and that leaves you with like a really pretty wing. And then what I like to do is I like to take the wing into about, so like, see how my eye, the center of my eye, ow, the center of my eye is right, the center of my eye is right there. I like to kind of bring it into the center of my eye and just move it just like that. And that, like, I'll clean that up. Don't worry about the fallout and stuff. That's why we don't do our foundation first. But I like the way that looks. And I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna even like deepen it a little bit and just like kind of bring it up even more. So like it comes out like that. And then I'm gonna go in and go in a little bit more. And like, you'll know when you think it looks best, or like when you want more, or when you want to stop. And I like when it looks a little bit like smoky, because I don't know, I just think when it's all done, you'll see it looks like really, really pretty. So then I'm going to take a Q-tip and makeup remover. Oh, and I use like the pointed Q-tips like this, and I'm just going to lightly flick up and clean that up. Oh, it makes such a difference. And then I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other eye, and then I'll meet you back and not so zoomed in, and we'll move on to lashes and face. Okay, so now that my wings are on, I am going to apply my mascara first. So this is what I do for my lashes, because I, as you can see, have very long lashes, but they're straight. They're straight down, they don't curl. Even when I put on mascara, they just don't curl. So what I do is I put on my mascara first, I let it sit for a little bit, and then I curl my lashes, and then I put on fake lashes. I love fake lashes, that's just my preference, but you totally don't have to wear lashes. This is just what I like to do. Like I said, this is just what I like to do, you know, you just modify it how you like it. I'm just trying to give some tips. So I'm going to put on my mascara and apply my lashes. I guess actually I'll probably apply my lashes on camera, because I think I actually get some questions sometimes on how to apply lashes, so I think this might be a little helpful if I kind of show you what I do. So I'm actually going to show you how I do that. So first things first, I'm applying my mascara, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic as like my initial coat of mascara. So I'm just applying my mascara. I use a really light coat. I don't go too crazy with it. And then I let that sit. Now, while I'm letting that sit, normally I don't do this, but I think for the sake of time, I'm just gonna do the next part of the video, which would be face. So while I let that mascara sit on my eyelashes, I'm going to do my face routine, which gives you the most gorgeous skin. Okay, for face, so some people don't believe in primer. I personally do. I really love using primer, and I think it helps your makeup last the longest. So for primer today, I'm gonna use 3 different items. The first thing I'm gonna use is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic. It's like the magic cream. This stuff is magic. It's absolutely incredible. I literally cannot recommend this stuff enough. It just melts into your skin, and I only use it when I'm doing my makeup. This isn't like a moisturizer that I would use unless I was like this isn't my nighttime moisturizer, because I'm afraid that it would break me out. I don't know why, but I do like using it just for like underneath makeup, because I just think it makes such a difference. So I'm gonna apply that, just tap into the skin. Then I'm going to, so after I apply my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, I'm going to use the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I absolutely love this. And I'm just gonna use it on like some parts of my face. So I just kind of put it on like the high points, so like my nose, my cheekbones, a little bit on my chin, and then maybe in the middle of my forehead. I use the tiniest amount of that. And I apply that with my sponge. I just kind of go in with my sponge and dab. I'm careful where my wing is though, because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, you have to be careful. Okay, so just looking into my mirror. So once I apply my little primers, I'm gonna go in with my main primer. This primer is absolutely incredible. It is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Mine's disgusting, don't judge. But I'm gonna, it's hard to open. I'm gonna use this, and it's so good. It's literally like applying the smooth filter on your face. It's amazing. So I'm just gonna use that on my chin, honestly everywhere. I'm not even gonna tell you because I'm gonna smush it everywhere. And I'm just gonna put this all over my face, so I get that super smooth look. Oh my gosh, I love this primer. It's so good. You just have to be careful. Make sure that you fully blend it in. So I'm blending it down my neck as well. Because I do feel like if you don't blend it in, just like with anything though, like you might get a little, like it might get like a little streaky. So I just kind of put that all over my face. Okay, so once that's blended in, I'm gonna go with my favorite foundation at the moment of all time. I've tried every single foundation ever, everything, and I'm a full coverage girl. I'm not gonna do a natural makeup tutorial. It's just not really my vibe. Like I said, unless it's like a quick day and I'm going to work, I like to like be like glam. That's just me. So this is my favorite foundation. It's the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I'm in the shade Stromboli, and I think that that's so cute. I just love their names. To apply this, I'm gonna use, I wanna talk about this foundation brush because it is so good. Is this it? Yeah. It's the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It's incredible. So I'm gonna go in with that. And I'm just gonna like apply it on the brush. I blend it on my face. And I kind of just messily apply it. So like, I don't really think too much. I just kind of apply it curvy at her. And then like I'll blend it with the sponge really nice. But at first I just kind of put it on. And I also don't put too much foundation underneath my eyes. I mainly just focus the foundation on my face and like my neck, so it blends, because no one wants to ever have a face that doesn't match their neck. We've all been there and it's not pretty. Okay, so I fully will blend that out, like fully. I put it on my lips too a little bit. And you'll see why at the end, like it does make sense. Okay, I also don't put too much foundation on my forehead. I feel like it's unnecessary, but like I do it enough, but like not too much, because I'm also going to be putting bronzer on my forehead. So I'm just gonna finish dabbing that out. Okay, so then I look like this, and then like I said, I look a little crazy, so I'll add like a teensy drop more foundation where I feel like I need it. This foundation is also very buildable, which I appreciate. I feel like on this side I need a little bit more. Like I have a couple spots on that side, so just blending this out. Okay, so now our base is laid down. So once our base is on, then we can focus on doing everything else. So now I'm going to go in with this concealer. This is 150% a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. It is so good. It is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I like the shade Fair Warm, but there's like a million shades. I personally just think this fits me best. Like for what I'm looking for, I like a very light white concealer because I like my under eyes to be very bright. So this is important. So what I do is I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. That's it for now. And then I blend it out. So like for this bottom, like I'll just use my brush for my chin because it's like easy. Blend. And then I'll do my nose like just very lightly. And then my forehead. And then I'll use this. Now for this part, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start in the corner and go in and out just like this because you don't want any fine lines underneath your eye. So I go in and out just like this, and then I move this. So like see how there's some product there? I go like this. So kind of like gives me an eye lift, and like it makes, oh my god, it just looks so good. So I'll do that, and then you see it just looks really pretty. So I do that, and then I kind of just blend the foundation out a little bit there so it just doesn't look so crazy. But yeah, easy. And then I'll go on to the other side and I'll blend, 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 blend. Okay, so once we're at this point, I kind of just conceal, like I blend out the inner corners of the eyes, and then everything is blended out at this point really well. So now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to do my favorite part of my makeup routine. I feel like I've said this about a bunch of things, but this is so crucial, and I feel like people stopped doing it, but I have not stopped doing it, and it's the key. If you want a good face of makeup that's not gonna come off, this is the key. So I'm going to be baking with this brightening pink powder from Morphe, and I'm going to use, I got these off Amazon. They're so good. Oh, here we go. They're like little powder triangles. They look like this. They're so good. So I'm gonna use one of these, and I'm just going to bake. I'm gonna just press the powder into my eye just like this and go right along my nose. You don't have to do this, but I like to because, like I said, I'm gonna contour. So when I contour, I'm going to want that. So then I just go right underneath my liner as well. I don't want to, you know, put powder over that liner, that beautiful liner we work so hard on. We want to be careful. And I go right into the inner corner of my eye, and I just blend that out and I let it sit. I don't blend it too much. I just let it sit on my face, and I'm going to put powder on my chin, anywhere where I feel like I need it, along my forehead as well. And not too much on forehead. Like I said, I don't like to put too much makeup on my forehead. So now I'm baking. As I go, I'm actually gonna add a little bit more powder. And I just like let this sit on my face. Okay, so while that's baking, and I'm gonna keep the powder here because I'm gonna be using it at the end when I'm done contouring. So while that's baking, I'm going to go in and start curling my eyelashes. This eyelash curler is just from Revlon, but I'm going to curl my eyelashes. If you've never curled your eyelashes before, it's so easy. It just looks scary, but it's really not. So I just go to the top of my eyelash, like the bottom of the top lash, and I just curl up and up and up. Don't look at my orange hands. Don't look at them. They're not there. They don't exist. They don't even look that orange off camera. It's just so annoying how the camera like picks up every flaw that you have and just makes it 100 times worse than what it actually is. Okay, so I'm just curling, and I kind of like do, like, if you can see me, I'm like making little like pressing motions. I'm just crimping and primping, and then my eyelashes look like this. So I just spread them, And when you put lashes on, your eyelashes don't need to be like super perfect, so I'm not gonna spend too much time. I'm not gonna spend too much time curling my eyelashes. It's unnecessary. Now we're going to put on my lashes. Another favorite part of my makeup routine. Lashes just transform me into a different person. So I have a couple options today. I'm a Lily Lash stan. I absolutely love Lily Lashes. I actually got my first pair of Lily Lashes to wear on my 21st birthday, and my best friend can actually tell you, she can attest to this. I was drunk, it was my 21st birthday, and I literally looked at her and I said, don't let me lose these lashes. Don't let them come off. Because I was so excited. I never had Lily Lashes. I have either this one, I'm not even gonna try to say that name, Krisian? I probably sound so stupid, but that's okay. Or NYC. I don't know why, but I'm just like kind of loving the vibe of the Krisian. I'm gonna take them out of the box, and I'm gonna use my favorite eyelash glue. It's this one. It's the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive in white clear. It's so good. It's my favorite eyelash glue. Your eyelashes won't come off. Like, obviously, if you like, they would come off, but like, I never have the issue of them like hanging off the corner or anything like that. And if you wear lashes a lot, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna apply it right along the lash line. I've worn these like once or twice before, but I took off the remaining glue, so I just line my lash line with the glue. And I don't use too much, I just use enough that I know it'll be good, like stay on my lash. I love doing my lashes while I'm baking my makeup, because then I'm not like waiting like, man, I just want to take it off, because I'm focusing on something else. So then I do let my makeup bake for a while, and that's when it does come out like the best. And you'll see my pores kind of start to come through when I'm baking, and that's how you know it's working. I also heard that once. I don't know what it means, but I just know that it's a good thing. All right, so I think I let them sit for long enough. So I'm gonna go in now, and I'm gonna show you how I do this. So you want to be looking down. For the sake of this video, I'm not doing that because I'm gonna kind of show you on camera and you're a little bit more tilted up, but I just go down like that, and I first set the center in first. So I set the center of the lash into the eye first, and then I go in and I put the end down on the corner of my eye, and I go in and I do the inner corner. And I just kind of put it where I think looks good. So inner corner, outer corner, center. And then I'll go in again. Inner corner, I push a little bit. Center, outer corner. And then I just let them sit for a second. Do you see the difference lashes make? Like, that's crazy. I just think they like make you feel like so much more confident. I don't know, I just like them a lot. So then I'm gonna go in with my other lash, and then I just let them sit for a second before I play with them anymore. And while they're sitting for a second, I'm gonna sweep this bake off and press it in. It looks so pretty, and it just makes my face look so like airbrush and smooth, and it's not cakey. This whole routine that I'm using, you're never gonna look cakey. It's so flattering on the skin. It's very pretty. Just blend it out and we can move on to contouring. So for contouring, I've been using this bronzer, and then I also use this NYX palette. So for the bronzer and the contour, I use the same brush, and it is the best brush I ever used in my life. And I actually have recently purchased this at Ulta. It is the Morphe, it's their vegan series brushes, and this is the 108, so it's their contour brush. So I take some bronzer, and I go, this is where, so like I make a funny face, and my cheekbone is right here. So I go right there, I go a little bit above, and then I blend down. And it's harsh at first, but as you blend, it's not as harsh. And I really make sure I blend by my hairline because that's super important too. And don't worry about that. We'll fix that with powder at the end. You can fix anything with powder, to be honest. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in and I blend in my forehead really well. Blend in top of my head, near my brow line. That's also like, I'd be careful around there because I'm probably gonna add brow gel at the end because I didn't do that yet. Because I know that sometimes powder, when you're doing your makeup, powder kind of falls into your brows. That's why I wait to do my brow gel last, because it makes such a difference at the end. Because like I said, brows are so important. Then I go in and I do the jawline. So then after that, I go in with my actual contour palette. And this one is from NYX, and I go in with the darker shades because I'm a little bit more tan, but if you're a little bit less tan than me, then you go in with the lighter ones. I kind of just dip into all of them, and I just go right along my cheekbone. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my powder triangle, the powder puff. And I'm gonna take that same powder and I'm literally going to suck in my cheekbones and go right along my face just like that. I'm telling you, this makes such a difference in your makeup. And it's so satisfying to like watch your face like just get, I don't know, snatched. It's like such a good feeling. And then I go in with this brush from Morphe as well. I think it's their vegan series. I don't know. I go in with this same bronzer from the beginning and I like tap up any excess product and I like look at my nose. So you kind of see your nose shape. Like this is where I'm gonna contour along. I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna gradually just go down. So I'm gonna start here at the brow bone and I'm just gonna gradually move down. Just taking tiny bits of product and just gradually moving down. And as I'm blending, I'm literally gonna use my finger and just blend it as I go. I think another crucial step to my makeup routine would have to be contouring my nose, because you need to add that like bone structure back to your nose, because it kind of goes when you're using foundation and powder. Like you kind of look like very matte. You need to add like the dimensions. Makeup really is an art. So I go down my nose just like that. And I kind of just, I keep blending it until I feel like, I'm like, okay, that's good now. Like I can stop. So I'm just gonna keep blending. And I love kind of flaring out the bottom ends, kind of like this, very slightly flaring them out, because it really creates like a very pinched nose look. And then another really crucial step, it looks crazy right now, I'm gonna blend it out. I like to go right underneath the tip of my nose, right here. And then I go right over top. So I'm just gonna do exactly what I did to my cheekbones, right along my nose. Just using that powder that I had left over from when I baked before. And I'm gonna go right along my nose, just like that. And then a touch, a kiss on the tip of my nose. But I don't really go in the center, I save that for last. And these are just a couple tips, crucial tips that ladies you need to do if you're gonna wear lashes. Number one, you apply the lash, whatever. Okay, you're at this step now. Take the lash and pinch your eyelid and lashes together. It sounds so simple, but it's something that we forget to do. And look at the difference that just made. Look at these two eyes. So you're gonna do the same thing to the other eye. You're gonna pinch, pinch, pinch. And ta-da! This one feels a little funny, so let me just make sure. And that's what you do. You just pinch, pinch, pinch. And then you take mascara. This mascara is the Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline. And you just kind of go underneath your lashes a little bit. And you pinch again because you don't want to have a lash gap. That's not good. You don't want that. And then you're going to take your mascara and you're going to go right underneath on your lower lashes. And this is gonna make your eyes look so big and beautiful. Okay, so I feel satisfied with that. And I'm going to sweep off my nose contour bake. We're like wrapping this tutorial up. And I'm gonna add blush. This blush is by, I think it's Ioni Cosmetics. And it's in the shade Baby Rose. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy blush brush. This is just from some random brand. I think I got it at TJ Maxx. And I'm just gonna smile and add my blush. So this is like when I'll do my final finishing touches, and then we'll finish out with lips and you'll see the final look. Okay, so we are back. Off camera, all I did was apply a little bit of brow gel. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills just clear brow gel just to kind of take away that powdery look that they had from the makeup. And then I also used, this is another huge trick. But I was charging my phone, so I wanted to do it off camera so I could finish up this look with my lips. But I use this e.l.f. powder, and it's the Prime and Stay Finishing Powder in light medium from e.l.f. It is so good to just kind of snatch the nose and just double snatch the cheekbones. Like, I know we baked them, but I also like to set that in place with pressed powder, and it makes a world of a difference. So I also did that, and I added, I think, a little bit more mascara. But now we can finish out the look. So I'm gonna be using the NYX. I love the NYX lip liners. This is the lip pencil in the shade Mauve. And so for my lips, it's no secret, I like to overline. I do. I think everybody does. I think even if I got lip injections, I would still overline my lips. I just kept a little bit on the outer corners because that's where I'm gonna overline. And that like is good for staying power. Okay, so I'm gonna use a mirror for this part. I'm just going to line my lips. So I start normal along the outer corner of my lip. So I'll start at the bottom and I'll just go just normal. That's my normal lip line. I'll kind of add some dimension to the inner corners of my lips with the lip liner. And then I'll go in and I'll go a little bit on the, there's something on my lip. There was like some powder there. So I'll just go along and I'll do, that's my bottom lip. And then I'll just kind of overline a little bit. On the bottom center, but that's it. And then at the top, that's my normal lip line. And then I'll just kind of overline just a little bit. Not too much, just like enough so it's not like too crazy. Okay, and I like keeping my Cupid's bow. I have a strong Cupid's bow, and that's like another one of my features that I like to enhance. And that's what I do with the lip liner. And this, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, it was in the shade Mauve. I actually love this lip liner. It's my first time using it in a while, and it's really pretty. I really like that. So I'm gonna use 3 different lips today. So the first color I'm gonna use is the NYX Lingerie. Something about me, I never only have 1 lipstick on. I always have like 5 lipsticks on to create the color that I like. And if you looked in my makeup drawer right now, I have like an entire bucket of like lips and pretty much all the same shade of all different brands. So I clearly have like a preference of the color that I like to use, but this is the shade Turn On, and it's the NYX Lingerie. So I'm gonna go in. It's like when I hear it, I'm just gonna apply that. That's really pretty. I'm gonna let that sit. And I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Naked. And I'm gonna put this in the center. If you want like the look of bigger lips, always use a color that's very close to your lip shade. So for me, it's like a mauve. And then always use like a lighter shade in the inner corner. It makes like the world of a difference. Okay, I could stop here, but I'm actually gonna go in with the Kylie Jenner lip gloss in the shade Diva. I absolutely love her lip glosses and lipsticks, but that's so pretty. So now I'm gonna add some highlighter. And for highlighter today, I'm gonna use, oh my God, this is a throwback. So I'm gonna use the Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. And I'm just gonna use my finger. I'm just gonna do the tip of my nose. I don't like to do the whole nose, just the tip. And I'm just gonna go around my cheekbones. And a little bit on my chin, not too much. And then I'm gonna use a tiny brush, a teeny tiny brush like this one. This is just like a random little brush, and I'm just going to apply that to the inner corners of my eyes. And on my brow bone. And maybe a little near my Cupid's bow. And that is the finished makeup look. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know, I just feel like it's like my natural glam. I don't know, I know it's not natural because I use so many products, but I really, like, I loved doing this, so I would love to do more videos in the future, and I would love to do so many more looks. I have so many looks that I can do. I have a lot of really fun video ideas, so if you did like this video, please like it and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would mean absolutely everything to me because I really love doing this, and this was so fun to just sit and get ready with you. Maybe you're watching this and getting ready with me, and maybe you learned something. I hope you did, and maybe took a few tips off of me. So please like, comment if you like the video. Please no mean comments, I'm very sensitive. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel because that would mean absolutely everything to me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I had so much fun. So thank you so much. Bye.